We have some amazing new products coming our way, incredible new levels of technology, stunning products to look at, and of course this will bring a whole host of new customers to the brand, and we need to create the right environment and demonstrate to our customers the best possible experience in both inquiry, in terms of buying the product, in owning the product, and that needs from our side a huge amount of change. The industry is changing anyway. A lot has happened in the last 12 months which has moved mountains in terms of the way in which car companies and car retailers are doing business with their customers. And we're no exception to that, and we will be no exception to that. The physical experience of buying such a thing as a car is extremely important and always will be. It's well documented that you need to see, you need to feel, you need to touch. And buying a car online it's a process, but it's not something that many people actually do. So a brand showcase will always be something that we will advocate. We know that we have to do business with customers in a different way over time, and we are looking very closely and will implement much more of a direct transactional model. That links also to the technology that's coming in our vehicles. So a direct relationship with the car and a direct relationship with the owner of the car, and a direct relationship that the owner has with the car digitally as well, it is key for the right kind of experience. That gives you so much more data that you can use, of course. So in terms of planning, in terms of forecasting, in terms of actually targeted marketing, the data that you can get from that direct relationship gives you the ability to be absolutely bang on and far more accurate than the industry and we as a company are today. So, yep, the use of data is absolutely paramount.
We're sat in the new retail design studio at Hethel. We've just recently built this. Purpose being is that we can show off our new retail identity concept to our current retail partners across the globe, and all of our future potential investors into the retail brand as well. So we're looking forward obviously to inviting a number of people over the next few months as we're allowed to travel to this environment. The retail identity concept is really designed as being future-proof, aligning itself obviously to the new retail experience that we're trying to create for our customers of today and the future. And it's very much aligned to the Vision 80 objectives. It's a concept that can be adapted into a standalone showroom environment, a shopping mall, boutique environment, combined sales and service facility, a large brand centre. We can pretty much work with any space that one of our retail partners of today or the future gives us to work with. The concept has also been designed to be able to adapt into all those spaces, but also adapt to the different markets obviously that we're represented in, cultural nuances obviously that sit within those markets, the different levels of consumer behaviour that might be there. And we're also working towards now, from what you see today, is a digital store adaptation as well, which we hope to roll out into some major cities over the next couple of years. The concept, as I said, it's very flexible, it's adaptable, it's component-based. Being component-based, it's about working with a space inside outwards. So what you see today, elements of this can go into pretty much any environment, and it's aligned itself obviously to three key areas of the customer journey. So as the industry moves more towards online sales and that digital experience, we firmly believe that our physical locations still have a place to play because of the brand that we are today and have been in the past. We've got a lot of heritage that we want to leverage and utilise, and we don't want to lose that. Simply the car there on its own, showing the product for what it is, which is a fantastic product range, that we have today and all of our future products that are coming, particularly obviously as connected car and the technologies and EV technologies come in the future, and how we can adapt that. And creating technology environment around that car that can push information out to a consumer's device in a modern way. Again, linking it back to that digital journey. So there's always a data record for us of where that customer might have engaged, not only with the brand, but also with the product as well. The forum is the second area that we've created. Clearly we're trying to create that forum online where customers can engage, they can do their research, they can search for the car, they can evaluate their financial attributes as to affordability, they can even configure a car. But a lot of customers still want to engage with that human being, and at that point they may want to drop the journey and come into an environment. So we've created the forum where they can engage with the human being and take the journey to the next stage. And even if that's just simply booking a test drive, or just obtaining a bit more information on the product and availability, for example. The third area that we've created is the curated space, where again, it's an area where consumers can engage through technology, through a digital experience, through graphics, through merchandise, and learn more about the brand and engage. And it's also an area that we can bring our brand partners alive and allow customers to engage with that. As a brand, we're 73 years old, we've got a lot of heritage and we don't want to lose that, and the curated space gives us the ability for our consumers to learn more about what we're about and where we're going in the future as well. So as you can see, the three areas within the retail identity concept enable us to bring both the online and physical journeys together in a seamless, engaging way.
If you think about your daily life, we do all sorts of things that we take for granted today that were very different before. And the analogy that we like to use is that of banking, where some years ago now, but whenever you wanted to do business with the bank, it was at the bank, on the bank's terms. Well, today, of course, as we all know, you can do that 24 hours a day, any day of the year, wherever you want that to be. And actually, the business and the process of buying a car and inquiring about a car should be no different. Yeah? And it's a combination of looking, feeling, seeing, interacting, at the same time having the ability to inquire and maybe even conclude the transaction, either online or offline. But as a position in the future in terms of how a customer interfaces with Lotus, it will be multi-channel, and we're very clear in that direction. One of the things that you have to consider for the future is actually the different kind of models of ownership. And different people will want to own cars or possess cars in a variety of different ways. We're not really talking about a new system. We're actually talking about taking one single way of working, behaving and transacting today and simply building on that with layers of choice, hence the multi-channel term. The relationship with the brand, the relationship with the retailer remains the same, and it's also well documented that personal relationships in that transaction are also very important. People like who they buy from, yeah? And we're all the same. This is really important because it is, the front face of the brand to any of our customers wherever they are. It's the first point of call, and it's important that we start the process of making that much more consistent, and a Lotus experience is starting to be the same wherever it is you are around the world.